Oh hell yeah. Hello everybody, welcome to Ramen's Bunker Binge. We're doing Amnesia the Bunker. It's coming out in a couple of weeks. We're playing through every single Frictional game just like we did last time with the Ramen's Rebirth Rewind. Good to have you here. I don't know if this is going to work. I literally just finished Black Plague. I uninstalled it, forgot that all of Black Plague's content is Requiem's content. I don't know if it will even run. We'll find out. Percussion, activate. There we go. So, like I said last year, Requiem is my least favourite Frictional game out of all. I think it's the weakest one. It's not very interesting to play. It's not very interesting to watch. The story doesn't really add anything. If anything, it sort of ruins the payoff and the tension. And I think every Penumbra game that's fan-made after this is a big waste of time, and it's not your IP, and you shouldn't... You can do what you want. I mean, it's a fan creation. But shut the fuck up. You're a very annoying vocal minority of creators. Very loud. The Penumbra stammers.
Warning. New arrival detected.
I passed myself. Heavy, killed, strange markings. I don't think brute force is gonna get me through this one. Although when did it ever? I love Philip. I wanna have sex with him. What's this? 360. I was trying to jump into the void and die. Didn't realise that was there. I've been here for I just don't know anymore. Death is the final unknown? Why'd they put a question mark in this one? No, it's just scripted, okay.
Elof Carpenter. Rank, elevated. Status, code C. Imprisoned.
Did you hear my jaw click? It's like landing a 50p piece on its side, alright? Come on, you gotta give me some finesse for that. That was incredible. You try that. You boot up Penumbra. I know you have it. If you don't buy it, it's 12p on Steam every time that you look at it. They don't remove the sound trigger. They just hide the assets or the entities or whatever. Maybe when we do the rock crushing thing, we can just stack the rocks up there. Just don't do what I think you're gonna do. Got it! I don't think I've ever got that before. That's awesome. What if I crouch? You know how it didn't go all the way down and would have only killed me if I was standing up? And it's going to take the artifact away from me? Fuck's sake!
Carpenter.
I don't want to play this fucking game, it's so bad. Hello, Roman from the future here. There is character development in this video. I do end up actually liking Requiem a bit more than I used to. So you'll have to stick around to find out why and how that happened. But these first couple episodes, I genuinely did not want to play Requiem. I still think it's the worst Frictional game by far, but it's not even a full game, so... I'll give it a pass. Anyway, sorry, let's keep going. You know what, this is the perfect game to be playing while I've got Cookie Clicker open, because I can monitor my stock market. Nice.
I came to in this place. This monolith. It's unlike anything we've found so far.
What is this game? What is this game's story? Like, genuinely, is that Elof? Bloody corpses. Oh, he's moving. Why is he moving? Must touch a weird portal. Heart says I want it, but logic says you cannot have it. Eventually the logic gives in and imagination takes over. That's more parallels between Rebirth and Penumbra series. Portals. In Rebirth, not only are the rifts temporary portals that are like very unstable connections to reality, but you've got the big portal domes. There is something here. Everyone that shits on the idea that Penumbra and Amnesia aren't connected, I don't know. I genuinely think they are connected. The memory cylinders, the weird portals, the strange otherworld, Rebirth, umbilical monsters. Man, there's something. There is something to it. I want to get all the artifacts in this one as well. I do remember this one's artifact. I do have a guide pulled up. I do remember a couple of their locations, however. This one has an artifact in the room outside of the water room, which we have to access by going up. Sorry. I love being able to crawl into like small places.
What is this?
You know? Go away. Thank you. Fuck. Bro, the ball puzzle. No, I just had a fucking flashback. Oh, the stupid ball puzzle, bro. Truth is like a sculpture. One perspective is never enough for true understanding. Yes, that is how I eat crisps. I don't like getting grease on my fingers, or like food on my fingers, you know? I went and made soup, now I have soup. Where the fuck am I? Not looking forward to this. See? Look at that. How annoying is that, huh? Is that a good idea? Should I have done that? For this time. Get up, get up, get up. Oh, you get stuck so easily. Oh, I don't have a box to even get up there. So I used it. You can't even cling on the fences like an overture on Black Plague. Worst sequel. False idol, false idol. Yeah. Soup time. Hey. Seeing him with soup made me want soup, so I made soup. Jens. Frictional Jens. Jens Nielsen. I love you, man. I hope you're doing well. You disappeared off the face of the planet. Or it's the horse.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, so I can't. Jesus, sorry about that. Oh, you can close the door. That's such a cool. No!
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
That was not a noise that a human male should ever be able to make. But you know what? I'm a trendsetter. No! Oh, I needed to do that. Let's get out of here. The question can never truly be known. Agnosticism is the only answer. True, honestly. The nature of questions and morality and bias and experience. It's impossible to answer anything definitively. You wanna know what the genuine meaning of life is? It's subscribe to Ramen Llama. No, I'm not kidding. That's genuinely it. Why do I remember this level being such a pain in the arse? Oh. This whole game is a pain in the arse. Sorry, alright, I'll come at it from a different angle. Oh, oh. Watch out, little box. Ah. Thank you. Hey. It's been like half an hour again. I'm back. Don't go from bias, don't go from memory. Be objective. Be objective. You don't hate Penumbra Requiem. You just think you do. Penumbra Requiem isn't real. It can't hurt you. Penumbra Requiem sewer level exists. Oh my fucking god! I'm gonna stab a small man. You know something sad? It's my birthday today. I'm playing this. Oh, there's a ladder here. How you doing, Ramen? Oh, I've heard experimental cleansing before, and that didn't work out very well last time. I have some tiramisu chocolate next to me from Poland. It is so fucking good. Maybe this is the scariest Frictional game. It's the one I dread the most. It's the dread prophecy. It's the Curie moment. It's Penumbra Requiem is the Curie moment. Oh.
Yes, that's much better.
And you know how Tassie, the Empress, and Alexander can both talk to the protagonist telepathically? I'm sorry, pal, but Richard Eminis does that right here with the blue orb, the blue light. Rebirth, Amnesia and Penumbra are connected. There is no doubt about it. There is no changing my mind. There is an inextricable, provable link somewhere. There are so many similarities, so many tiny shared details. I literally don't taste coffee in this tiramisu. It's just booze. Fucking good. Let's get out of here. Quick, how many fingers am I holding up? Go! It was 8. I meant to do 8, I did 7. Really sorry. It was 8. Did they forget? Or is it just like a bug? We'll try this again. Phil, you make me angry, Phil. Rah. Is there anything actually out to? No. Haha. They did bring it back. You can't interact with the fence. Oh, Requiem. How could I have been so blind? Bro, it's Tasty Flakes again. Hell yeah. Thanks, Mr. York. Oh. How could I have been so blind?
The archaic demands, the archaic demands, the archaic demands, the archaic demands. Thank you, Philip. The archaic demands respect among its workers.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Nice.
Quickly.
Oh, I hope it's one of those new Xboxes where it's stuffed body pillow. Oh. Horse, let's go! Oh. The puppy is not just for Christmas, it is also for when it is freshly rolled in its own feces. For poop is also a gift to mankind. Speaking of poop, fuck this ball. There we go. Ow, ball has been fucked. The ball fucked me though. Oh, for fuck! Yep. If you've never played this game before, don't. Oh, it was a bait and switch. I knew they existed, I just forgot. Right, how long did that take last time? Oh, that just reminded me of that lovely melody from Stanley Parable. The piano.
Good day.
Red! Memory Zone is also a really, really pretty song. Oh, oh, ah, oh, ah, ah. Oh, do you see that? Yeah, it is there. See? In the top corner. Knew I saw it. So strange. What is that? I haven't seen it in any other Frictional game apart from HBL 1. Hey, oh. Ah, God, that is not obvious. Ah. Cool. Come on. Ooh. Nice. Nice.
Termination in 5 minutes.
Oh. I'm pretty curious now to see what happens if you don't get out in time. It's probably just gonna be the game over screen and I would have just sat here for 5 minutes wasting my time. But I don't think anyone's ever seen this through to the end. So we're gonna be the first people to find out what happens at the end of the 5-minute countdown timer in Penumbra Requiem level 6. Drink it in, Philip. This is the last couple of seconds of your life. Ooh, a glow stick. Look at my glow stick.
5.
I love numbers. Hey, what's gonna happen at the end of the countdown? Don't worry, Mr. Glowstick.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Termination in 5 minutes.
Au revoir. Oh my god, that's actually really funny. Don't worry, Philip, you can squeeze through. If I throw it over. Just took a break, went to the toilet, loaded up a little video to watch, and it was G-Man's review on Callisto Protocol. Didn't finish it, but he showed some death animations, and I'm like, wow, that's really gory. And then I just watched a death compilation video, and I'm like, why do we do this? Like, gore for me, I used to be pretty solid with it. Like, I could handle it as a teenager. As a kid, I hated it. As a teenager, I'm like, this is pretty cool. As an adult, I swear to God, I'm being resensitized. I don't think this shit should be allowed. Like, is that immature or mature? Like, what's the distinction here? Like, I genuinely don't think that we should be able to produce stuff like this. And I don't think it's healthy that we do, and that we submit animators to looking at reference images of corpses and fucked up shit. I don't think it's good that we let them colorize, model, animate, sound design, voice act, stuff like this. I don't think it's healthy, I don't think it's productive, I don't think it's good whatsoever. I think it's fucking appalling, which is a strange outlook, and it's just interesting sort of how your thoughts on this stuff can change over time. There is such a thing as too far, but at the same time, if people enjoy the content, who am I to say that it's wrong, you know? Who am I to, like, I can't call it immoral. I can't, like, me saying that I think it's appalling almost seems like I'm pointing a finger at all these people and saying that they're a bad person for enjoying it or partaking in its creation. But it's not. They're not bad for making it or enjoying it. And it's not even like it's meant to be enjoyed. You know, you're playing a horror game. Maybe I should go for death, but Jesus. You're playing a horror game. You know, like, it's... Getting killed in a horror game isn't a reward. But the animations and the severity and the brutality of it is sort of a reward in and of itself to, like, prove its name as a gore game and a horror game and stuff, and to give the player at least something, you know, something memorable, something interesting to watch. It's brutal, it's morbid, but like, I think we've reached a point for the past decade and a half of the question of, are video games too violent? I think they are. I think it's not like movies are innocent of this. Movies have done it before. Books have done it before. Every medium has got progressively more and more intense over the years as more and more things have been allowed and slipped in. And I don't think anything shouldn't be explored or anything like that. Mediums are here to bring us entertainment, to teach us, to educate us, to do like a bunch of stuff. So maybe it's just me being... See, I mean, I do genuinely sound like a fucking... a 90s mum. A 90s Christian mum, you know? Saying, oh, video games are too violent. Maybe as I've aged. Because I think as I've aged, I've been resensitized. As graphics are getting better and better, this stuff is becoming more visceral than movies because of the increased immersion with video games.
Like a good apple pie, he crumbled to the floor. And that's my...
Yeah, Requiem sucks, but it has a fucking Donkey Kong minigame. I jumped. I fucking jumped. You're gonna make me go all the way down again, aren't you? Oh, I just worry about the kids, you know? Like, I genuinely never thought I'd be the sort of person saying that. But I do. Like, kids these days have got it so rough. Kids these days are... They are broken. They are literally, actually, fundamentally, factually broken. We have destroyed ourselves. You realize that, right? With technology and babies having fucking phones shoved in their faces 2 weeks after they're born, for hours a day, we have severely fucked ourselves as a race. And everyone who sees that nowadays just thinks overdramatic hyperbole. No, you don't realise the gravity of it, the complete oppositeness of human nature that technology is. It is the very opposite of what we should be doing to ourselves. Woo! Oh. Whoa. Which is more likely that the irrevocable laws of the universe have been broken, or that you are somehow mistaken in thinking them so. To my point earlier about gore in video games, like, I guess nothing's changed in that they've always sort of... Horror stuff has always appealed to younger kids. I mean, I remember being a kid and like being like, wow, that's really, really cool. I'm not supposed to be watching this, like playing GTA and shit like that, and watching scary movies. But that wasn't realistic. That was like PS2, PS1 shit. you know, and from the mid to late 90s that I grew up on video games, I grew up on a bunch of like 70s and 80s movies and
We are
60s and
such
70s
good
music.
and
But that was then, you know, that was when graphics weren't very good, when like CGI in movies was fucking awful. But it was enough to convince you as a kid that that's real, because you're not aware of the distinction or the premise of gore and adult stuff for comedy's sake, or entertainment's sake, or horror's sake. So kids growing up nowadays with incredibly realistic video games and more unfiltered television and media in general, it's gonna break them. It's gonna fucking break them. And you've got shit like, for lack of a better example, we'll say Nicki Minaj with Anaconda. That's a good example because you probably already saw that video. Fetty Wap with Wet Up. Was her name Fetty Wap? Cardi B. Sorry, Cardi B with like wet ass pussy and shit. You got stuff that's getting liberation confused with. Well, it's not confused liberation, I suppose, because there's nothing wrong with liberation. There's nothing. Because in the case of those two examples, it's about sexual liberation and women celebrating sexual liberation, and that's fine. That's welcomed. That's necessary. People need to be able, regardless of who they are or what they enjoy, they need to be able to celebrate themselves and what they enjoy, as long as it's legal and safe. Safe for the safe. We don't need to use the word safe. It's legal. I used to not like gory stuff as a kid. I used to like think that it'd be really cool to watch scary movies and stuff. But when gore happened, I'd literally run away and start crying. Like Terminator 2 when he did the finger in the eye, or RoboCop as all the people were getting sliced up by the lasers as they was running towards the camera, or falling out the window when he gets shot in the office. Stuff like that. I used to hate that stuff. But then when I was like 11, 12, 13, I used to love like Happy Tree Friends on YouTube and stuff. I think my childhood was pretty good. I had like a great mix of the first like 12 years of my life, like outside, 13, 14, I was outside constantly, always doing stuff. And then by the time that I was like secondary school, I was on the computer a lot more, doing YouTube, doing what I'm doing right now. Which is another reason why I wanted to stop doing this, because the trend, I didn't want a trend to be for me for the last decade, but I've at least turned something more productive out of it. Not making content because I wanted to become the next superstar on the platform, but making more than just video content, but making graphical content, graphic design stuff, music content. Music is a huge part of my identity and my online persona, and I'm exploring that still as often as I get the chance to. So I've definitely evolved how I've spent my time on these platforms and stuff in the past couple of years, in the past decade at least, since I've been exposed to them. But stuff is getting way too involved for young people, and it's not like I'm saying that there shouldn't be mature things out there, because kids can have access to it. I mean, because that's a dumb sentiment to have, like, oh, this shouldn't be made because I disagree with its message or something like that. But it's undeniably confusing growing up in this day and age now, where as a kid these kids don't know any better. It's just if their parents, because parents aren't being taught how to parent, and these kids don't really know anything else, and so you can't really pin it on them. You can't say it's the kids' fault for not understanding these concepts and stuff. But yeah, I think I was trying to make 3 different points at the same time, and I wonder how much I'll actually keep in the video, because whenever I go on little rants like this, which is pretty often, I normally just cut it out, but I think I want to include it in this video, because I always cut it out, so maybe keeping it in is a good prompt for conversation. If anyone's got this far, if you're still watching, thank you. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Julia. Ah, just kidding, cunt. Well, I didn't need to do that. Saying that media shouldn't be produced because the wrong people who it's not targeted at could view it is a stupid thing to say, and that's not what I'm saying, because I understand what that sentiment means. But kids have got it rough these days, they really do, and I want to blame them and be like, kids are so stupid, but they don't know any better, and I can't expect them to. So seeing just such realistic depictions of gore, or such intense emotions of like sexuality or personal expression, which again, they deserve to exist. It is a valid form of self-expression in any capacity. But it just makes me wonder how they're going to interpret it and how they're going to live with these things in their heads for such a long time. Then again, it's not aimed at them. They shouldn't be watching it. I'm just concerned about how they would consume it. Because kids are stupid in the sense that if they're told not to do something, they'll want to do it. Then again, why am I thinking about this stuff? You know, like, why am I... Because it's not down to me to fix. This isn't my problem. I can watch this stuff now as an adult and be like, okay, that exists for this sect of people who enjoy it. Doesn't resonate with me personally, but not every piece of media has to. I can sit there and respect it for existing. Yeah, it should be down to the parents to worry about this stuff, to monitor what their kids do and interact with online. But we all know that that doesn't happen. We all know that parents don't care anymore. They're too busy consuming their own media that they care about. Because we've branded this as normality, and it's fucking not. No one seems to have a problem with this, because the moment people talk about stuff like this, they just get told that they're stupid, and that they're worrying for no reason, and that they should just let people enjoy things, stuff like that. You hear all these sentiments like that all the time. Or you're just old, you don't understand how it works nowadays, and it's like, no, you don't understand the severity of this issue. There need to be better systems in place for this sort of content consumption. But it's really fucking difficult to try and police that. And you do see companies and corporations trying to make it a safer place for people, but at the same time, they seem to do it more out of profit from advertisers and stress from organizations than actually out of the goodness of their hearts, or try to preserve things. Because profit is the bottom line for all of this stuff. Profit is and will be the driving factor behind media. That's the point of media. It's the point of media nowadays, at least. Everything being highly manufactured and polished and thought about from every single angle to either for broadness of appeal or public attention with conspiracies and fucking, what's it called, controversies. I just wish that we didn't get so lazy, so complacent. No one seems to demand anything out of their entertainment nowadays. They just eat what they're served and call it a day. Oh, the jumping is so bad.
Please don't leave me here alone.
Truth is the consensus of opinion. 100% true. I really am a mini Thomas Grip, aren't I? Fucking hell. I understand everything that he says. He looks fucking insane on Twitter, but I understand everything that he says. This game just keeps on going, doesn't it? Ocean friendly.
Actually, Philip, it's water. It doesn't actually have the ability to look like that.
I didn't mean for that to get all the way over to the other side. Hey. Yeah, just scale them up real big. No one will notice. We're just copying the diagram on the wall. I think I remember struggling with this a lot last time, and this being the last thing that I had to do. I'm just copying that diagram on the wall. You see you got the black outlines and you got the white one. Is this Frictional Games implicitly being racist subconsciously? By saying the black ones are the incorrect one, but the only white one is the right one? Wow. I can't believe I'm just going to cancel this entire company based on conjecture. Pure conjecture and nothing else. Because of my petty biased view towards everything regarding media consumption. If you're the one collecting the lines, you're the one drawing the picture. So, I'm going to bring this with me. I don't think I need to, but... Get out of the way. Wah. Ah. I see you. Whoa. Fucking stupid. Look, everything's the same shade of grey and dark brown purple. Wait for me. Ooh. I think I remember getting super mad at this last time, actually. Warm. Fire is so warm. I love it. I wish I was fire.
Hello? Is anyone there? God, little one.
Such a small flame, but you can do so much damage. Oops, I drew off it. Just oops, look at me. Go up in flames. Ah! Oh.
I haven't had a vitamin gummy in like 2 days. We can use this as a food.
You will find your escape now. Your friend is well chosen. Insanity, after all, is rare in individuals. Only in humanity as a whole is it the rule. Nietzsche. I will remain here.
Oh God, no.
This half-place continues to be the only challenge to my knowledge. May you enjoy your fate, Philip. What is left of it.
Let's go. Oh.
Like the eminence, I too am versed in poetry of the mind. And I am well chosen indeed, for there is some madness in my love and some reason in my madness. Yet I cannot help but feel unprepared. The banquet is only half-baked, the rats are only but partially squeezed, and you find me once more within this metal burning chamber. But the chamber, like the banquet, is of the mind. The only way out of it is within it. I have knocked on death's door many times before, but the both of us will this time be taking tea. It is only through pain that we know we are alive, and this time, my friend, the pain must end. Would you return to the world from which you came, drown in the chitter-chatter? For Red's answer is no. Better to have a story and end it than never to realize it has begun.
We'll join him. Hi, Red.
Thank you, my friend. This is going to hurt.
Justine, no! She's dead. The end. You know, not as bad as I remember. I actually did enjoy that a little bit more than I give it credit for. That dissonant pitch wavering. That's so Penumbra. Tremolo, vibrato, 2 hours 19, 3 seconds. It has been longer than that. 259 minutes the game has been open. So I'm not sure what it counts when it counts this metric. Should I click? A choice to lead you here. You and all the others with their weapons and their instruments and their orders. They'll be fighting, pain, suffering, and eventually triumph for just one. Why would I do this to you, I wonder? Am I insane? Did Clarence change me? Swanson calling me? Is it revenge for what the Tangate did to Red? It is none of these things, though there is some truth in each. But the Turngate offered peace, you might say. I could have kept the secret, died with it as my father did. But that would make me like all the others. It would make me like the miners who built this place, working because they're told to, because they see no other option. It would make me like the archaic, blindly pursuing a single goal, a great organism working together but each element with their direction. Perhaps they were not so unlike the Turngate. It would make me become the person I was when I came to this place, blindly following a path laid out for me without my consent. Though I have suffered immeasurably in this place, I feel as if my life only began when I arrived here. For the first time I disconnected from the instruction of society. For the first time I thought for myself. I had to. And in that way, Red, Clarence and I are more human than you will ever be. Because you will do as you are told. You will inform the authorities because you are one of the herd. But this is my identity. Better to make your own mistakes than to feed off of someone else's triumphs. Better to choose hell than to be assigned to heaven. No matter what you think, it is always better to think. IKJ765. I don't remember ever seeing that before. Your mom's a man. Bye, Red. Yeah, I fucking noticed that, cunt. Your mom. Is this like reference animation for the animators? Because it's the Turngate running with a flashlight. Thomas, did you used to have a little beard here? Aww. He knows, this whole time he knows how silly it is. Amnesia Wraith? But no one understands your higher level themes. So I have to check something here, but I need to start a new game to do that. Oh, I don't really know what's down here.
1.
Oh, that's awful. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to do this.
8.
So I hope I've angled that enough, because it's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Just let me jump over and under. Thank you.
9, 8, 7,
I am
6,
begging
5,
you, Frictional games. No.
9.
Can you hear
Oh,
me?
wait, did I fuck up still? Because I need to be up there. Going here again. Thank you. Did I just miss this computer? Did I just not go on this? I think I just clicked on the artifact and didn't even try the computer. Then something changes. And then this changes to Record Studio. IKJ765.
Good day? Good day? Can you hear me? There is no time. Ah, Red's humor has not faded along with his pulse. Good day. Good day. Can you hear me? There is no time. Ah, Red's humor has not faded along with his pulse. The trick was played, and your mind flesh thought it was another vinyl record. And yet it is I, Red, your faithful companion.
You're missing all the
Returned not just for
gusto.
Christmas, but wholesale for the foreseeable future. Red's voice is lost in radio crackling. Almost boasting, telling his own hurrah blah, a bloody blah, like a good apple pie. He crumbled to the floor, and that, my friend, is how I returned to this place. A 6 foot tall and twisty tale, I'm sure you will agree. Comparable in heroism only to the greatest rescue of all, that of Red by Philip. Blah, blah, I am Dracula, blah. Like a good apple pie, he crumbled to the floor, and that, my friend, is how I returned to this place. And yet, when last we met, You cast away my advice as you might a freshly soiled child in need of a spanking. And yet, when last we met, you cast away my advice like you might a freshly soiled child in need of a spanking. Why would you come to this place when you had all the wing rats you could masticate and Red's low-maintenance subterranean empire to inherit? Why? Why? We are such good and lasting friends, you and I, that I cannot stay, if the pun is pardonable, mad. Mad. We are such good and lasting friends, you and I, that I cannot stay, if the pun is pardonable, mad. It is because we are such good friends that I will not break you, as I did the boring Alof before. We shall escape this place, you and I. Either that or be locked here forever. Personally, I have little preference. Personally, I have little preference. Personally, I have little preference. Two minds are better than one, they say. Yet my effing mind is better than two. A mind boggles. Together, our 1.5 minds could rule the world. Together, our 1.5 minds could rule the world. I don't know. Red would most likely settle for a quiet place to take a nap. You understand. But choosing is best kept for beggars. Red would most likely settle for a quiet place to take a nap, you understand. But choosing is best kept for beggars. But choosing is best kept for beggars. But choosing is best kept for beggars. But choosing is best kept for
He
beggars.
goes between sounding like a Skyrim node, a Skyrim
This would most
Khajiit, and a
likely
fucking
take place in
retard.
old Red's mind, you understand. But glorious it will be all the same. But glorious it will be
What
all
is
the
Red's
same.
inflection? What is this dialect? Where is
But
it from?
glorious it will be all the same. So soon unison will be upon us. There will be a banquet of rat, the finest champagne. Hands will be patted and backs vigorously shook. This will most
You
likely
hear the
take
chair
place in old Red's
squeaks
mind,
and
you
little hand
understand.
pats and stuff
But
every now and
glorious
then.
it will be all the same. Like the eminence, I too am versed in poetry of the mind, and I am well chosen indeed. For there is some madness in my love, and some reason in my madness. Yet I cannot help but feel unprepared. The banquet is only half-baked. The rats are but partially squeezed. And you find me once more within this metal burning chamber. But the chamber, like the banquet, is of the mind, and the only way out is within it. I have knocked on death's door many times before, but the both of us will this time be taking tea. It is only through pain that we know we are alive, and this time, my friend, the pain must end. Would you return to the world from which you came? Drown in the chitter-chatter? For Red's answer is no. Better to have a story and end it than never to realize it has begun. For Red's answer is no. Better to have a story and end it than never to realize it has begun. Player enters furnace in an exciting manner. Thank you, my friend. This is going to hurt. Thank you, my friend. This is going to hurt. Thank you, my friend. This is going to hurt. Thank you, my friend. This is how you say in old country is going to hurt. Ow, 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 ow. Turn it off. Ow, ow.
Stick
Block
to the
dead.
script. There we go.
That completes Chapter 10 of Episode 3. If there are any questions, please return to the person who recorded this, and he will be happy to record with other directions. So...
Bless you. Ending with a sneeze. Well, I like your playing as Red, but your other inflections there were not great. Well, I guess that's everything that that's everything, isn't it? I'm glad that we listened to that together. That was definitely worth my time. Anyway, thank you for watching.
Well, I
We got
hope
Dark
you
Descent.
enjoyed
Shut the fuck up. We got Dark Descent coming up next. Very excited. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.